Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. I was just looking for some other things, and I stumbled across this Mamas and the Papas with Ivan Mendez on the guitar, and these videos with her and Ivan and her and Egil, just the two of them either one of the two, it doesn't matter. But Ivan, is I think I saw Ivan first, then Egil later, so kind of always had a fondness for Ivan. His reaction to Angelina's singing is almost as good as Angelina's singing. Angelina's just her voice in these is just out so amazing. I mean, it's one of the things that I was hooked on early on. I've listened to this, and this is not, this is a, well, you just can't explain it, right? So anyway, I thought I'd put these out there. I know it's not in context with the other things I've been doing lately, but I think it's worth watching these older clips with Ivan, and I think I'll do the same thing with the ones with Egil. Egil's in a whole bunch of them, so the Ivan's not in that many. Let's watch.
All the leaves are brown and the skies are gray. I've been full of in the such a winter day. I've been safe and warm. If I was in the lake, California dreaming, oh, in a such a winter day. To a church I passed along the way. Well, I got down my knees and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher, like the cold, he knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming, oh, and it's such a winter day. All the leaves are brown, the skies are gray. I've been full of in this such a winter day. I've been safe and warm if I was in a lake. California dreaming, such a winter day. California dreaming, oh, and it's such a winter day. California dreaming, oh, and it's such a winter day.
Bye, Angelina. Bye, Ivan. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to hold it right there. I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to go on full screen so you get the full benefit of the whole thing. And I didn't do any talking on that one, but I'm not going to do any talking on the next one either. I'll talk at the end a little bit, okay? For those that like to hear that. And I'm crying a little bit. It's so beautiful. How can you not cry? And what is it crying about? Why did I be crying? Is it sad? It's not sad at all. It's joyful. to think that there's a human being walking around that can sing like that, just, to me, gives me hope for the human race, believe it or not. The human species. Not the human race, the human species. Okay, let's watch. We're going to go full screen, and then we'll start the video.
All the leaves are brown and the skies are gray. I've been full of in the such a winter day. I've been safe and warm. If I was in the lake, California dreaming, oh, in a such a winter day. Stop into a church I passed along the way. Well, I got down my knees and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher, like the cold, he knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming, oh, and it's such a winter day. All the leaves are brown and the skies are gray. I've been full of in this such a winter day. I've been safe and warm if I was in a lake. California dreaming, oh, it's such a winter day. California dreaming, oh, and it's such a winter day. California dreaming, oh, and it's such a winter day. Bye.
Bye, Angelina. So cute. So cute. I gotta go to stop at a better spot than that.
All the leaves are brown and the sky.
Okay, let me talk here. You guys don't need to see me, I don't think, do you? I'd rather look at Angelina and Ivan. The Donald Duck shirt is a doesn't really tell the whole story of her voice, does it? But it's appropriate for her age. I think she is 12, 13 here. I'm not sure exactly, but she's in that range. She got that microphone right there for her 12th birthday, as I understand it. So she's somewhere after 12, but she doesn't look like she's too far past after 12. Somebody out there knows that when Ivan was in the picture. I don't know exactly, but I don't think she's not 14, so it's 12 or 13. I would guess 12. Anyway, so what a beautiful rendition of that song, which is also, that's quite a beautiful song anyway. I think who sang that first was Peter, Paul, and Mary, I think, right? California Dreamin'. And Ivan said if you haven't seen it, Alan Papier wrapped in a warm blanket interviewed Ivan, and they talked about his experience working with Angelina. And he said it was so hard sometimes to he'd get caught up in her singing and almost forget why he was there. That's not the exact words that he said, but he was, you can see there's moments there where he's just lost in the performance. Not lost in a bad way. And he said that a lot of times most of the songs they did that was like one take. They don't stop and they do the whole thing and then it's done. They move on to the next song. And they might record a number of songs in a session. And what he said was they didn't all get out there for one reason or another. He never knew the reason why on any of them, but whether they got out there or not. But he said they would kind of sit around and talk, I guess, and get to know each other for quite a while, and then they'd go out. Maybe he'd get the songs like he'd go through them a couple times on his own, and then they'd go record the video like this. And he said most of the time, if there was a retake, they have to shoot it again. It was because of something he did wrong, not because of something she did wrong. So, it's when you think about it, a lot of people. I've heard people. There's some comments lately about she mispronounces words and uses the wrong words or says them wrong or whatever. Remember she's Norwegian born. She learned English, but anybody that learns a language other than their own may not always get it quite right because there are some differences in the way people, different languages express things. So, if she misses a word here and there, I don't really care. I understand it's part of the deal. And anybody can mispronounce words, and I'm one of them. So I'm not gonna, I don't want to be throwing rocks in glass houses, right? So she is, but her voice is just impeccable, isn't it? And you can see her passion and emotion for the song, and her love of singing, her performing. She's a consummate professional at 12 years old, right? And Ivan, too, I think he's a great guitarist. He seems to have the ability to follow Angelina and does a really good job of it, I think. Although I'm no expert, I don't really know, but it just seems like he's, the way I look at these whoever's performing with Angelina is you hear the guitar, it sounds really nice, but it's not overpowering. The guitar doesn't take over the recording. In this case, it's an acoustic guitar. I don't think there's a mic on it. It doesn't appear to be a mic on it. He's very close to the mic anyway. So he's just, strumming and playing and finger picking, whatever he's doing there to do the song. And he's close enough to the mic that it's giving it just the right amount. It's not too much, it's not too little. It actually adds and enhances the performance rather than try to overpower it. And he seems, from his interview with Alan Papier, it seems like he's good with that role. He's not. We've seen Angelina with some performers that want to try to overpower her. They want the spotlight, right? And Ivan's not that way. Ivan knows his position and what he's supposed to be doing, and accepts that. And he knows that's what it is anyway. So why wouldn't you accept it? All right, guys. Well, I'll quit yakking. Thanks for watching. And I'll go down to a smaller screen now so you can see me. I've been here the whole time, right here. And, watching and enjoying the video with you. There's 3 other ones at least that I'm going to do like this. But I just thought, this one I saw and I said, this is... I can't really say it's one of my favorites because there's about 200 of them that fit into that category. I can't distinguish one from the other to say this one's the best, whatever. They're all the best for different reasons sometimes. This song is a song from back when I was a kid, I grew up in this era, the 60s and the 70s, when the mamas and the papas were out there doing the music, So it's nostalgic for me, too. It has an extra layer of appeal. And to hear her do this song like this, I am not in any way offended that she did it. Some people say, well, you can't touch that, it's like when she did Unchained Melody. I think a lot of people are thinking, yeah, the Righteous Brothers, nobody's going to beat that. Well, it is not a contest. Angelina reinterprets songs and does them her way. And man, does she got extra stuff to put in them songs, man. They're just beautiful. She changes the whole character and nature of them, in my opinion. And for the better, may I add, in my opinion. So let's get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you in the next video, and it will be coming up shortly. Bye-bye.